Our world is filled us with things to care about. From daily tasks to global issues, the pressure to be concerned can be immense. What if caring less, in a specific way, could actually lead to a more fulfilling life? Join us on a transformative exploration of patience through the lens of Buddhist teachings. If you're ready to cultivate inner strength, compassion, and resilience, subscribe for more insightful content on our journey to a more patient and fulfilling life. Here, caring less doesn't mean apathy. It's about cultivating non-attachment, letting go of unhealthy fixations and anxieties. Imagine ourselves as surfers navigating life's waves. Clinging too tightly to the surfboard makes it difficult to ride smoothly, but by learning to loosen our grip, we become more responsive and adaptable, enjoying the journey. Here's how caring less can benefit us. 1. Reduced stress and anxiety. Constantly worrying creates a mental burden. This relentless pressure to care about everything can take a toll on our mental and emotional well-being. Caring less could actually lead to living more. This doesn't imply apathy or indifference. Instead, it's about cultivating a profound skill, non-attachment. It's about learning to let go of the anxieties and attachments that weigh us down, allowing us to focus on what truly matters and experience life with greater peace and purpose. Our minds are wired for survival. They scan the environment for potential threats, constantly assessing what could go wrong. This evolutionary trait served us well in our hunter-gatherer days, but in today's world, it can lead to a cycle of chronic worrying. We ruminate on past mistakes, fret over future uncertainties, and obsess over external factors beyond our control. This constant mental chatter creates a significant burden, draining our emotional resources and hindering our ability to live in the present moment. When our minds are preoccupied with worries, it becomes difficult to concentrate on the task at hand, impacting our productivity and creativity. Ruminating thoughts can disrupt sleep patterns, making it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep. This lack of quality sleep further exacerbates stress and anxiety. Chronic stress suppresses the immune system, making us more susceptible to illnesses. Non-attachment, a core concept in Buddhist teachings, doesn't imply apathy or emotional detachment. It's about cultivating a more mindful approach to our desires and anxieties. Imagine yourself walking through a beautiful garden. With attachment, your mind might fixate on the perfect rose you want to take home, missing the other breathtaking flowers around you. It allows you to appreciate the beauty of the entire garden, enjoying the moment without clinging to a specific outcome. Caring less can help us address the burden of constant worry and reduce stress and anxiety. A key element of non-attachment is learning to differentiate between what we can control and what we can't. We can control our thoughts, reactions, and actions. However, we can't control external circumstances or the behavior of others. By letting go of the need to control the uncontrollable, we release a significant amount of mental and emotional energy. Life is inherently impermanent. People change, situations evolve, and nothing is guaranteed. Clinging to the idea that things should remain static is a recipe for anxiety. Non-attachment encourages us to accept the impermanence of life, allowing us to navigate change with greater ease and resilience. When we're constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, we miss out on the richness of the present. Mindfulness allows us to appreciate the small joys in life and cultivate a sense of inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. 2. Increased clarity. Obsessive worries cloud our judgment. Letting go of mental clutter allows us to see situations more clearly and make wise decisions. Thoughts, worries, and anxieties buzz around like overzealous vendors, waiting for our attention. This constant mental chatter can be overwhelming, clouding our judgment and making it difficult to think clearly. Here's where the Buddhist concept of non-attachment comes in. It's not about becoming emotionless robots, but about learning to let go of the unnecessary mental clutter that clouds our thinking. Think of it like tidying up that bustling marketplace. We don't banish all the vendors, but we gently usher away the ones causing distractions, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. Constant worry creates a fog in our minds. Non-attachment helps us quiet the mental chatter, allowing us to see situations more objectively. It's like clearing away the dust bunnies in the attic. We rediscover things we may have forgotten, and the overall space feels brighter and more organized. When our minds are filled with anxieties, it becomes difficult to concentrate. Non-attachment allows us to focus our attention on the task at hand, whether it's making a complex decision, tackling a creative project, or simply enjoying a conversation with a loved one. Imagine trying to paint a masterpiece in a cluttered studio. It's near impossible. Non-attachment helps us clear the studio floor, allowing us to focus on the canvas and create something truly remarkable. Being overly attached to a specific outcome can hinder our ability to consider all possibilities. We can explore different solutions without clinging to preconceived notions, allowing us to find the most effective course of action. Our personal biases and past experiences can unconsciously influence our thinking. By recognizing our biases, we can make more informed decisions that are less influenced by our emotional baggage. Mindfulness meditation allows us to observe our thoughts and anxieties without judgment. By becoming aware of the mental clutter, we can begin to let go of its grip on our thinking. Writing down our worries and anxieties can be a cathartic exercise. Once they're on paper, they hold less power over us, allowing for clearer thinking. Shifting our focus from what worries us to what we're grateful for fosters a sense of contentment and reduces mental noise. 3. Greater appreciation. When we don't take things for granted, we savor the present moment. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to become caught in a cycle of striving. We chase achievements, possessions, and external validation, often overlooking the simple joys that exist right in front of us. This constant yearning can leave us feeling perpetually dissatisfied, a sense of emptiness gnawing at us despite our supposed successes. Ancient Buddhist wisdom offered a key to unlocking a richer, more fulfilling experience. The power of appreciation. It isn't simply saying thank you for the good things in life. It's a deeper practice, cultivated through a concept called non-attachment. Non-attachment in this context doesn't imply apathy or indifference. Instead, it's about letting go of the need to control, to possess, or to have things be a certain way. This allows us to truly savor the present moment and appreciate the simple joys in life that might otherwise be missed. Human minds have a natural tendency to adapt to our circumstances. Once we acquire something new, a car, a job, a relationship, the initial thrill fades. We quickly adjust to this new normal, and the joy we once felt diminishes. This is the trap of taking things for granted. We become blind to the beauty of what we already have, constantly seeking the next source of excitement or fulfillment. When we focus on what we lack, we overlook the abundance that already exists in our lives. This can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and decreased overall happiness. Taking our loved ones for granted can strain relationships. When we stop expressing gratitude for their presence and contributions, we miss opportunities to deepen connections and build stronger bonds. The constant yearning for more can be a significant source of stress and anxiety. Non-stop chasing after the next thing leaves us feeling depleted and overwhelmed. Our minds are often fixated on the future or dwelling on the past. This prevents us from truly appreciating the present moment, where all joy and experience truly reside. Imagine holding a beautiful seashell in our hand. We appreciate its intricate details and delicate colors, but we don't feel the need to hold on to it forever. We can release it back into the ocean, knowing the beauty remains. Similarly, non-attachment allows us to appreciate the good things in life without the need to control or possess them. By letting go of attachment to what we perceive is missing, we open our eyes to the abundance that already exists in our lives. This shift in focus allows us to appreciate the simple joys, a warm cup of coffee, a beautiful sunset, the laughter of loved ones. Non-attachment encourages us to be present in the moment. We become more aware of our senses and surroundings, allowing us to appreciate the beauty and wonder of everyday life. Gratitude practice. A key aspect of non-attachment is cultivating gratitude. Taking time to appreciate the good things in our lives, big or small, shifts our perspective and fosters a sense of contentment. When we appreciate the people in our lives, it strengthens relationships. Expressing gratitude for their presence and contributions allows us to connect on a deeper level. Slowing down and focusing on the taste, texture, and aroma of our food allows us to truly appreciate the experience of eating. Taking a walk with the intention of noticing the sights, sounds, smells, and textures around us heightens our awareness and appreciation for the world. Doing something kind for someone else shifts our focus from the self to the act of giving. Witnessing the joy it brings fosters a sense of appreciation for the positive impact we can have on others. 4. Deeper connections. When we loosen our grip on our needs and desires, we become more open to others. Without constant self-absorption, we can practice true compassion and connect on a deeper level. Imagine ourselves at a crowded party, desperately clinging to a plate piled high with delicious food. While we're busy trying to hold on to every morsel, we miss the chance to mingle, to connect with the interesting people around us. This is what happens when we're consumed by our own needs and desires. We become self-absorbed, leaving little room for genuine connection. Our egos, while serving a purpose, can sometimes create a barrier to connection. When we're constantly focused on our own needs, anxieties, and agendas, we miss the opportunity to truly see and hear the people around us. This self-absorption hinders our ability to stepping outside of ourselves and understanding the perspectives and experiences of others is crucial for empathy. Self-absorption, however, keeps us entrenched in our own world, making it difficult to connect with others on an emotional level. When consumed by our own problems, we have limited capacity to offer support and care to others. A focus on self leaves little room for genuine compassion. Authentic connection requires being fully present with the other person. Self-absorption often leaves us preoccupied with our own thoughts, hindering true engagement in the conversation. Non-attachment in this context doesn't mean neglecting our needs or desires. It's about creating space for others by letting go of excessive self-absorption. Imagine ourselves at that same party, but this time with a lighter plate. We can enjoy the food while still being open to conversation and connection. Similarly, non-attachment allows us to be present with ourselves while also being open to others. When we loosen our grip on our needs, we become more open to the thoughts, feelings, and experiences of others. This openness allows for deeper conversations and a more genuine understanding. By letting go of self-absorption, we create space for empathy. We can listen with an open heart and see the world from another's perspective. True connection often requires vulnerability. When we're not fixated on our own image, we can be more authentic and genuine in our interactions with others. Fosters a sense of compassion. Recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings motivates us to be supportive and caring towards others. Focus on truly hearing what the other person is saying, both verbally and non-verbally. Put away the distractions and give them your full attention. Developing compassion for others can strengthen our relationships. Meditation practices focusing on loving kindness can cultivate genuine care for those around us. Simple acts of kindness, however small, can strengthen bonds and build a sense of connection. Holding a door open for someone, offering a helping hand, or simply complimenting someone's day can foster a sense of goodwill and connection. Engaging in activities we enjoy with others creates shared experiences that strengthen bonds. Whether it's taking a walk, watching a movie, or participating in a hobby together, shared experiences foster connection and understanding. Building strong, meaningful relationships is an ongoing process. It requires effort, vulnerability, and a willingness to open ourselves to others. By cultivating non-attachment and loosening our grip on our needs, we create space for deeper connections. We become more open, empathetic, and compassionate, allowing us to build bridges of connection that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. 5. Enhanced creativity. Imagine ourselves as artists clinging desperately to a specific color palette. While this palette might have served us well in the past, it limits our exploration and creativity. Non-attachment allows us to experiment with new colors, techniques, and styles, fostering a more vibrant and innovative approach. Our brains are wired to seek patterns and establish routines. This is helpful for survival, but it can hinder creativity. When we become attached to specific ideas, approaches, or outcomes, we close ourselves off to new possibilities. Clinging to a specific idea can breed a fear of failure. If we're too attached to a particular outcome, we're less likely to take risks or explore alternative approaches for fear of getting it wrong. Fixed ideas restrict our exploration of new possibilities. We become tunnel-visioned, focusing solely on the familiar path rather than venturing out and discovering new paths. When we are less attached to specific outcomes, we're less afraid of failure and more open to seeing where the creative process takes us. 6. Improved relationships. Letting go of the need to control others allows relationships to breathe. We can accept and appreciate others for who they are, leading to healthier and more fulfilling connections. This need for control can prevent connection and create distance. Our desire for control can stem from a fear of the unknown. When we try to dictate the behavior or choices of others, it creates an illusion of stability and security. When our expectations clash with reality, frustration and resentment can build, eroding trust and connection. Individuals thrive in environments that allow for exploration and growth. Constant attempts to control someone hinder their personal development and can leave them feeling unfulfilled. When we're constantly trying to control others, we create an atmosphere of suspicion and distrust, hindering genuine intimacy. Imagine ourselves gently releasing the butterfly and watching it soar freely. We can still appreciate its beauty, even though it's no longer in our hands. Similarly, non-attachment allows us to accept and appreciate our loved ones for who they are, even if they don't always meet to our expectations. When we let go of the need to control, we demonstrate trust and respect for our partner's autonomy. This fosters a sense of security and encourages open communication. By allowing our loved ones the freedom to explore and make their own choices, we create space for them to grow and develop as individuals. While differences are inevitable, focusing on shared values and goals creates a foundation for a strong and lasting relationship. Honest and open communication is essential for healthy relationships. Expressing our needs and feelings in a respectful manner fosters trust and understanding. All relationships, like life itself, are subject to change. Non-attachment allows us to accept these changes and adapt accordingly, fostering a sense of resilience and long-term stability. 7. Greater acceptance. Life is impermanent. By accepting that things change and nothing is guaranteed, we let go of the need to control everything. This fosters resilience and allows us to adapt to challenges with greater ease. Life is a river in constant motion. There are moments of calm serenity, thrilling rapids, and unexpected twists and turns along the way. When we resist this inherent flow, clinging to the past or desperately trying to control the future, we create unnecessary suffering. Our minds naturally seek control and stability. We cling to the familiar, fearing the unknown. However, this resistance to change can take a toll on our well-being. Non-attachment is about accepting that change is inevitable and learning to adapt with grace. Imagine ourselves floating smoothly downstream, trusting the river's flow while remaining alert and prepared for what lies ahead. Caring less can foster greater resilience and acceptance. By letting go of the need to control everything, we accept that life has its own rhythm. This acceptance reduces stress and anxiety, allowing us to approach challenges with a calmer mindset. When we accept the impermanence of life, we learn to appreciate the beauty and preciousness of the present moment. We savor the joys of this very moment, knowing they may not last forever. Regular meditation practice helps us become aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This allows us to observe the impermanence of our thoughts and emotions, fostering a sense of acceptance. Shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have fosters contentment and acceptance of our current circumstances. Journaling or mindfulness exercises specifically focused on accepting difficult emotions or situations can help us develop a greater sense of equanimity. Instead of dwelling on failures, we can view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Embracing a growth mindset allows us to bounce back from challenges with greater resilience. Life, in all its beauty and complexity, is a continuous process of letting go. By cultivating non-attachment and accepting the impermanent nature of things, we build inner strength and resilience. We learn to navigate life's currents with grace and flexibility, appreciating the present moment while remaining open to the possibilities that lie ahead. So let's release our grip on the need for control, embrace the flow of life, and embark on a journey of greater acceptance and resilience. 8. Increased self-compassion. Non-attachment encourages us to let go of harsh self-criticism. We can accept ourselves with all our imperfections, leading to greater self-compassion and inner peace. We live in a world that often emphasizes perfection. Images of flawless lives bombard us from all sides, leading to a nagging sense of inadequacy. This relentless self-criticism can take a toll on our mental and emotional well-being. Caring less doesn't mean lowering our standards or giving up on self-improvement. It's about letting go of the harsh inner critic that dwells on our flaws and shortcomings. Imagine ourselves clinging to a mirror, scrutinizing every imperfection. Non-attachment allows us to step back from the mirror, accepting ourselves as we are, flaws and all. Our inner critic can be a powerful force, constantly reminding us of our mistakes and perceived shortcomings. This relentless negativity can lead to several problems. Constant self-criticism erodes our sense of self-worth. We begin to believe the negative messages playing on repeat in our minds, leading to low self-esteem and a sense of inadequacy. Focusing on our flaws fuels anxiety and depression. We become consumed by a sense of shame and fear of failure, hindering our ability to live fulfilling lives. Dwelling on past mistakes traps us in a cycle of negativity. We become paralyzed by self-doubt, preventing us from learning from our experiences and moving forward. Imagine ourselves stepping away from the mirror, acknowledging our reflection without judgment. By letting go of the need to be perfect, we can silence the harsh inner critic. We learn to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a friend. By caring less, we allows us to accept ourselves, flaws, and all. This acceptance fosters a sense of self-worth and inner peace. When we embrace our imperfections, we become more resilient. Setbacks and failures no longer define us, but become stepping stones on our journey of growth. Loving kindness meditation cultivates feelings of kindness and compassion for ourselves and others. Self-forgiveness exercises. Practicing self-forgiveness allows us to let go of past mistakes and move forward with a lighter heart. Journaling or guided exercises can be helpful in this process. Repeating positive affirmations about ourselves can counter negative self-talk and reinforce a sense of self-worth. Taking care of our physical and emotional well-being is crucial for self-compassion. This includes getting enough sleep, eating healthy foods, and engaging in activities we enjoy. 9. Freedom from negative emotions. By letting go of unhealthy attachments, we become less susceptible to anger, jealousy, and resentment. This allows us to experience the world with greater equanimity. We all experience negative emotions, anger, jealousy, resentment. They're a natural part of the human experience. However, when we become entangled in these emotions, they can cloud our judgment and make life feel like a constant struggle. Imagine ourselves clinging to a hot coal. The tighter we grip it, the more it burns. The tighter we cling to desires, expectations, or grudges, the more they cause us suffering. Negative emotions often stem from unhealthy attachments. When we become fixated on something, a person, an outcome, a possession, and it doesn't go our way, we experience disappointment, anger, or resentment. This attachment to external factors can lead to several problems. Clinging to negativity amplifies our suffering. We ruminate on past hurts, dwelling on what could have been, instead of finding peace in the present moment. Anger, jealousy, and resentment can damage our relationships with loved ones. When we're consumed by negativity, it pushes others away. Negativity clouds our ability to experience joy and appreciate the good things in life. We become fixated on what's lacking, missing out on the beauty and happiness around us. Imagine ourselves gently releasing the hot coal, acknowledging its heat but not letting it burn us. Similarly, non-attachment allows us to experience negative emotions without letting them define us or control our reactions. By letting go of unhealthy attachments, we lessen the intensity of negative emotions. We learn to acknowledge and release them, reducing our overall suffering. When we're not consumed by negativity, we can approach our relationships with more compassion and understanding. This fosters stronger and healthier bonds with loved ones. Non-attachment allows us to let go of negativity and open ourselves up to the possibility of joy. We become more present and appreciative of the good things in life. Writing down our thoughts and feelings can help us understand the root causes of our negativity. Once we identify the triggers, we can develop healthier coping mechanisms. Regularly practicing gratitude helps us appreciate the good things in life, reducing negativity. 10. Finding true happiness. We often chase happiness like a butterfly, flitting from one external source to another, a new job, a bigger house, the perfect social media image. But true happiness, like the butterfly, can't be captured. The more we chase it, the further it seems to fly. Imagine ourselves holding a lantern, desperately searching for light outside ourselves. Non-attachment allows us to recognize the light that already shines within us, a light that no external factor can extinguish. We're bombarded with messages that equate happiness with external factors, possessions, achievements, social status. This relentless pursuit of external validation can lead to several problems. Focusing on what we lack creates a sense of emptiness that no external acquisition can truly fill. Constantly comparing ourselves to others based on their external possessions or achievements breeds envy and dissatisfaction. Our happiness becomes dependent on surpassing others, a recipe for misery. Happiness based on external factors is inherently fragile. Job loss, relationship breakups, or any change in circumstance can shatter our sense of well-being. Caring less allows us to shift our focus from what's lacking to what we already have. This fosters a sense of gratitude for the simple joys in life, enriching our experience of happiness. When happiness isn't dependent on external rewards, we become intrinsically motivated. Life has its inevitable ups and downs. When our happiness comes from within, we're better equipped to weather challenges and bounce back from setbacks. Helping others fosters a sense of connection and purpose, contributing to our overall well-being. Taking time to savor the little things, a delicious meal, a beautiful sunset, a heartfelt conversation, enriches our experience of happiness. Focusing on the journey of learning and growth, rather than fixating on achieving a specific outcome, fosters a sense of purpose and accomplishment. By cultivating caring less of the pursuit of external validation, we unlock the wellspring of true happiness that lies within. This inner light allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and experience the joy that comes from living authentically and in the present moment. So let's turn on the lantern within, embrace the power of caring less, and embark on a journey of lasting happiness.